Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to H&H Global Education. As part of our daily live session, we have invited one of our another partner, Liverpool John Moores University. Liverpool John Moores University's international officer, Mr. Nicholas Pitt, will be available with us. We're going to discuss about different university entry requirement, the courses available for January sessions. Also, we're going to take our students' questions as well. Let me take onto the board. Hi, Nick. Good morning.
Hi, hello, Milton. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Good, thank you. Good, thank you. Sorry, this is on my iPad, so it's a bit, yeah, that's better, yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Sorry, there was a bit of disruptions in terms of internet connection. So welcome to the H&H Global Education's virtual counseling session 2020, and we're gonna discuss about different courses today, and I'd like to welcome you on board. Along with that, we're gonna see how January 2021 session will be going for our prospective students. So I'd like to welcome you to the board and to have your welcome speech, please.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you, Milton. So yeah, hi, my name's Nick and I work in the international recruitment team at Liverpool John Moores University. We have a number of programs available for January start. So if we start at undergraduate level, all our regular foundation programs, international year one, pre-masters program will be available for January as normal. So that's in our business streams and our engineering streams. So that's progression onto a number of courses. So if you're interested in business, law, even some architecture, art and design programs, business, engineering, sciences, there's generally progression onto most of our courses through our foundation course. We also have a number of master's courses that you can go on to directly. So these include within our electrical engineering department. So we have one course, embedded systems and IC design. We also have sensors, data and management. We also have wireless communication and electrical power and control engineering. Now they're available as a 1-year taught masters or as a 2-year masters. So the 2-year masters on all of those programs will include the 1-year taught and then a 1-year work placement. The 1-year work placement is paid as a graduate salary. So typically that would be between £16,000 and £17,000. So if you come onto that course, actually the cost of the program will be covered by your year of work in the second year. So your tuition fee, the amount you get in the salary in the second year is actually enough to pay for your first year tuition fee and accommodation fees all in one. So in reality, you actually don't pay anything, but obviously, you know, the way it goes. But as long as you do well in that first year taught masters, you will get a placement opportunity and a graduate salary for that second year. So as long as you do well and you focus on that year and you do really well, you will have an interview as well to get onto that placement. So as long as you're good and you do well, you will get that placement opportunity. And coming to the UK, if you come in January, you will be eligible for the post-study work visa. So not only would you get the 2-year visa for the course, you would also get a 2-year visa for work afterwards. Now, a lot of our graduates actually end up, once they've done this 2-year masters, staying with the companies that they've worked for in that second year. So again, as long as you do well, you have the same opportunity as any UK student has to get into a graduate work. And that post-study work visa really helps you to do that. So again, we have one other postgraduate taught course, which is our LLM in International Business and Corporate Finance Law. So that is just a 1-year taught masters. So there's no 1 year of work after that. It's just an LLM law degree in International Business and Corporate Finance Law. As with any of our programs, we are very much a practical-led university, so you will get a lot of work opportunity in that master's program. So working within that field in the northwest of the UK. So the program will be split into one taught semester from September to January, then January to June will be a taught semester, then the summer period will be a 3-month dissertation or placement. So it's your decision really if you want to do work-based learning practical side or if you prefer to do a dissertation. So that option is available on that program. But again, I mean, the real strength of Liverpool John Moores is giving students that practical real life work experience to get you into work and make you employable. So that's kind of really what we focus on, and all these January programs do that. But certainly those ones within electrical engineering, if that's what you're interested in, it's a great opportunity to get work experience in the UK, but also to expand the opportunity of staying in the UK for 2 years after you graduate as well, and actually getting a proper graduate job in the UK.
Okay. Thank you, Nick, for a quick discussion about the courses available. And before we go into the deep discussion about different courses, the entry requirements, scholarship available, and the courses available for January and also September sessions, I'd like to have a discussion about the university, about Liverpool John Moores University by itself, the ranking, and why international students will choose Liverpool John Moores University. What is the accommodation facilities? So as an overall, if you can give us a brief discussion about the university itself and why our prospective students from South Asia point of view or any other part of the world, why they choose Liverpool John Moores University compared to other universities around that particular area.
Yeah, no problem. So Liverpool John Moores it's technically classed as a modern university, but the history goes back to 1823. So we've got a long history, originally starting as a mechanical engineering institute, and then growing different schools. So we have the School of Pharmacy, which was the first School of Pharmacy in Europe. We do a lot of programs in sport. We were the first university in the UK to do sports programs. We've got the oldest School of Art and Design outside of London. So in that school, we do architecture, graphic design, urban design, interior architecture, lots of different programs in the School of Art and Design. And then obviously we've got the business school, the School of Law, sociology and criminology. I think an area that we've really tried to push forward as it's something that's developing is within computing and computer sciences. And we were one of the first universities in the UK to do cybersecurity as a program. So that's really a strong program for us as well. So we cover a lot of different areas. I would say a big one at the moment, obviously with the current circumstances, international public health is another program that we do and we do very well at. We have a public health research institute at the university. So again, that's a very strong program for us. In terms of Liverpool itself, obviously compared to London, it's a much smaller city, but it's very compact. So all students will live in the city centre of Liverpool, and it's within a close walking distance to where you study. Obviously, being in the city centre, you're close to all the restaurants, the bars, the shops, the retail. Liverpool as a city is a huge tourist attraction in the UK. So I think we've voted just after London as the top tourist destination at the moment in England. So there's a lot to see and do as a student. So yeah, to touch in a little bit on the accommodation side. So you are located in the city centre within walking distance of class. So again, that saves a lot of money on travel expenses that you may otherwise have in other cities. Being that close to where you study, obviously walking distances is a great benefit as an international student. It also makes the environment a lot safer as well. So you don't need to worry about getting on buses or trains or anything like that. You can basically walk everywhere, which is great. But that's all to say that Liverpool, it is a big global city. There's 70,000 students in Liverpool from all over the world. We ourselves have 23,000 students of over 100 different nationalities, including a lot from sort of the South Asia region, as well as the US, North America, Europe, sort of East Asia, and the Middle East and Africa as well. So we get students literally from all over the world. And something that we run at the university is the International Society. So that's an opportunity for all students to join this society and meet students from all over the world, really, and do activities together around the UK, going to Europe even. A lot of that is free of charge as well. So it gives you an opportunity to not only meet people, but to see the UK as well as part of a large group of international students. There's a lot of support available for students. So if for example, you need extra support in your essay writing, a bit of English language support if you need that whilst you're here, we do offer that support as well. So yeah, I mean, Liverpool is a big student city. You'll never get bored in Liverpool. But not only that, it's well connected to every other area in the UK. It's only 2 hours by train to London, so it's really not far.
Okay. Thank you very much, Nick, for explaining a little bit about the prospective for prospective students, like why they choose Liverpool John Moore. So basically, I'm gonna sharing with our prospective students a link of Liverpool John Moore's why they choose actually. So I'm sharing into our Facebook channels and also the our YouTube channels as well. There are 13 reasons that prospective students can choose why they want to go for Liverpool John Moore, and particularly the employability and the diversifications the university has at the moment, because they're accepting students from South Asia, from MENA region, and Europe, and other part of the world. So there is quite a what we can see is that the diversification is quite high compared to other universities. And as a football fan, I don't know, there's a Mo Salah behind you, okay? so as a Liverpool, and there's a lot of Liverpool fans around the world. So by city, as a Liverpool itself is quite favorable to the prospective, to the students around the world and around the viewers as well. So by default, Liverpool as a city, it has a reputation. So coming to the Liverpool, it can be another reason. And in terms of the ranking wise, they are one of the modern UK universities. And for Liverpool has secured a partnership with they have partnership with different art and culture societies, and particularly in terms of to the prospective students to give them a creative atmosphere. Secondly, it has the quality assurance agency has given this university is one of the highest ranking as well in terms of the quality of education the university provides. They have industry links as well, Center for Entrepreneurship. Along with that, they got awards from Times Higher Education 2017, and along with that, Liverpool has invested quite a lot of big lot of money to improve their campus facilities, I believe, recent times. And also, their research institute, Sports and Exercise Science, is one of the first research institutes in the UK for 21st centuries. And sustainability, the variety of courses the university offers. I think some of the courses comes with a placement option, which gives our prospective students an option to choose whether they want to go for work-based learning or not. So if any prospective student doesn't have any experience, they want to take UK work experience, if they can go for that options. if you are a prospective student, you don't want it, need an experience, directly finish the course, go for the work straight away. You have that option as well. So I think the variety of courses it offers, the location wise, it is a good attractive point for our prospective students. If Nick, if you can, if we can give us a for the postgraduate wise, what are the particular courses available? If we can go give us a brief discussion each of the courses, and what are the entry requirements for that postgraduate course. So if you can give us a brief discussion about it, please, like science and engineering, nursing, what are the courses available?
Yeah. So within our sort of master's taught programs, I've touched a little bit on the electrical engineering programs that we have, which do include the 2-year option, including the year of industry.
Yeah.
They are available for January and September start date. In terms of other 2-year options, they come within our business school. Unfortunately, they're not available for January, but will be available again in September. And they include sort of an industry placement sort of practice. Unfortunately, that's not paid like the engineering ones are, but it's giving you, so it's called basically International Business Management with Advanced Practice. So it's giving you, as part of that program, at least 6 months worth of work experience in the UK, doing live projects for organisations here in the UK. Again, it's led to a lot of students getting jobs afterwards as well. And all our programs at postgraduate level aim to do that, to give you that work-related learning option. But obviously within business, it's giving you an extra year. So it's giving you a 2-year visa to then basically go and do and spend 6 months actually working in the UK as part of the course. So in terms of other programs, so we do a lot of programs in engineering, so not just electrical. So we do sort of marine and mechanic engineering, mechanical engineering, architectural engineering, civil engineering. We do, so obviously at postgraduate level, it goes a bit more specific than it is at bachelor's level. So we do sort of specialist programs in energy, water energy, the environment within civil engineering. Within our science programs, we obviously do pharmacy at undergraduate level, which is a very strong course for us. But going into masters, we do very specific courses such as cosmetic science. So we were actually the first university in the UK to do cosmetic science, and that's a very popular course at postgraduate level. That program specifically also includes the option to do 3 months at Unilever, who have a head office here in Liverpool. So that's a really strong program for us, again, where you're getting practical work experience with a global leader in the industry, which is Unilever. So that's a great program for us. But again, we do within our School of Pharmacy a lot of programs in sort of drug discovery, design, so that kind of area. So you can get involved in the research side of that as well. We also do obviously the business programs, law programs, LLM, and then going into sort of architecture, design work, urban design as well. And as I mentioned a bit earlier, international public health is a very, very good program for us and probably quite current at the moment. So we do get a lot of students onto that program as well.
Okay, so I mean, there are quite a variety of courses available depending on the sessions they're running for. So mostly for January session is a foundation, and also along with the integrated master's program available for Liverpool John Moore, and some other postgraduate programs available as well. So, and moving forward to the next level of discussions is like, because of the pandemic situations, there are a lot of international students who was not being able to start their courses in September sessions actually. So do you think the university is planned to have increased their courses a bit more for January, or the decision has been taken? Is there any part of the things?
Yeah, so for our January programs, I know already that the foundation program, the international year one, and the pre-masters will have an online option. So you can do those online and then come to the UK in September. The option is flexible for students, so it's completely up to the student. If they prefer to do it online or come to Liverpool, they can. The option is there to do either form of study. At the moment, we took a blended learning approach for this semester, which was face-to-face and online, so a mixture. At the moment, with the current situation, a lot of programs are online, but those programs, especially engineering and sciences, students are still being allowed to go on campus. As the university understands, that's a very key aspect of the course, is that students still get to use facilities. So there are small groups of students still going onto campus and doing work face-to-face as well, but only on specific courses that require the use of certain facilities to really sort of go to the accreditation of the course. So some programs are doing some face-to-face work. Obviously, the hope is that by September, everything hopefully should be back to normal. We hope, but obviously a changing situation at the moment. But certainly for January starts, if anyone was to start in January, there's flexibility to do things alone in your home country and then come later. Or if you want to come, you can come. So we are very much, as a university, still open, still working, and looking to welcome students to Liverpool.
Okay. And in terms of the entry requirements for this prospective students, can you discuss about more, like what are the entry requirements for the students going for masters, and the IELTS entry requirements? As you know that a lot of IELTS centers around the world were closed, and so that's why is university accepting any other alternative English language uh, qualifications, like we have Pearson, along with their Duolingo. Is there any internal English test facilities? So can you discuss about something about those particular points?
Yeah, no problem. So in terms of postgraduate entry requirements, generally we look for a bachelor's degree that's related to the subject that you want to do. And essentially, as long as you've done well and you've passed that bachelor's degree, in terms of UK entry, typically it's what's called a 2-2 in the UK. So as long as you have that, we can accept that straight away. So I mean, typically that's if you've passed your bachelor's degree and you've passed it, with good grades, then you have no problem in terms of that and getting on the course. In terms of English, typically we'd ask for an IELTS of 6.0 or 6.5, depending on the course. Obviously, for September entry this year, we have been flexible and accepted different English exams. So that would include Duolingo, Password. We accept TOEFL anyway, which can be done online, and also IELTS Indicator, which can be done online as well. So we're hopeful that maybe for September that we can accept the same exams. That hasn't yet been confirmed, but we're hopeful that we can still accept things like Duolingo in January, but we're still waiting for absolute confirmation on that. So at the moment, it's very much IELTS or TOEFL that we accept. We can look at sort of bachelor degrees, and if you've been taught in English, we can look at that a bit, but that will be up to the admissions team to make a decision. And if they may ask for an IELTS later on, so you can apply without the IELTS or the English first, and then that will be assessed by the admissions team, who can then sort of advise you on what's best to do in terms of getting the right English requirement.
Okay. So in terms of the requirements for Duolingo and others, so what should we actually give feedback to our prospective students, like what are the requirements for Duolingo and others?
Yeah, so for Duolingo, I believe I think it was 110. I think typically that
Okay.
we take Duolingo. Obviously with IELTS indicator, it will be the same as the IELTS. But yeah, I would have to have a quick look to see the full requirement. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's very much standard to what other universities would accept.
Okay. And is there any chances of our prospective students being accepted by their inter-English test or any sort of things like MOI letters, like medium of instruction? We're going to accept those students.
Yeah, so we can look at that. That would be assessed on a case by case basis by the admissions team. So
Yeah.
if you've taught at bachelor's degree level in English, the admissions team can look at that and potentially accept without another English exam. But yeah, again, that's assessed by every student individually. But yeah, I mean, the recommendation is to apply and then look at English later on. You still have plenty of time, and there will be some online options. As I say, we're still waiting on confirmation for Duolingo, and whether we can accept that for January.
Okay, that's fine then. So our prospective students, Nick mentioned that Liverpool John Moores University will be able to accept you depending on your qualifications. If it is done, if the medium of instruction was English, you can still submit the applications. And universities individually, case by case basis, are going to have a review it and give the feedback. And Duolingo also been accepted along with IELTS and IELTS indicators, Pearson, and other English language testing system as well. And is there any particular, because some of the university accepting Duolingo for a period of time, is there any particular time period the university mentioned, or it is already been accepted as a general wise?
Yeah, so we accepted Duolingo back in September.
Yeah.
I am still waiting for confirmation from management if we can accept it again for January and for next September. That they still haven't confirmed that yet, so I'm just waiting to get an answer from them. Yeah, so I mean, the best thing to do is to apply, and then later on we can look at the English.
English, okay. So prospective students, the viewers who are watching this live session, I recommend you to submit your documents with the Duolingo. University will assess it and give you the feedback according to the criteria and according to the course you are going to apply for. As you mentioned, the Liverpool John Moores for January session is mostly postgraduate based, apart from the fact some foundation and pre-master's courses are available. We can move into our next level of discussion, where we will be asking our prospective students, if you have any question in hand, you can start sending emails to us. Our email address is info@hhglobaledu.co.uk. Our Facebook Messenger is also open. Our online team will be able to help you. If you have any particular question in hand, we can discuss this question with Nicholas, and we will try to give the answers. Along with that, you can WhatsApp us as well. Our number is 073995999646. You can give us a WhatsApp messenger. You can call us directly as well. Our dedicated team is available to help you. Now, in terms of the tuition fees and scholarships available for January sessions, if you can discuss a bit more about those particular 2 points.
Sure. So for the postgraduate programs, so we have the electrical engineering courses that I mentioned earlier. So the tuition fee for those would be £16,100. You would get an automatic scholarship of £3,000. So you don't need to apply for that. So the tuition fee for that, the first year taught, would be £13,100. If you decide to do that as the 1 year taught, obviously that's the tuition fee for that 1 year. If you choose to do 2 years, that tuition fee will apply for the first year, but then for the second year, you don't pay the tuition fee. it's a placement fee which is £3,500. But obviously for that second year, you will be paid a graduate salary as part of those engineering programs available in January. For the LLM, it will be £15,600 for the January start. That would also have the automatic scholarship of £3,000. So that would be £12,600 for the LLM, International Business and Corporate Finance Law.
Okay. And is there any scholarship available for the prospective students for January session?
Yeah, so it's just the automatic £3,000 scholarship. So that's an automatic discount on your tuition fee. And currently that's what's available for January.
Okay. And is then so it will be so any particular eligibility criteria or or whatever students who is applying for January sessions, they'll automatically get it as long as they got the offer letters. That's what you want to say, isn't it?
Exactly. So there's no need to apply for that £3,000 discount. It's automatic. As an international fee payer, you will automatically get that discount of £3,000.
Okay, so it's a very good, I think, good chance for our prospective students to get into the Liverpool John Moore courses for January sessions. So as Nicholas mentioned, dear viewers, students for January session will get automatically £3,000 scholarship, and you don't need to apply separately to get the scholarship for January sessions. As long as you submit your applications, get your offer letters, you will be automatically selected for this particular uh, £3,000 scholarship. And as Nick mentioned earlier as well, students with placement, you need to have £1,600 placement fees, but that needs to be paid once you've been selected to apply for the placement. You don't need to pay the fees now. And in terms of, I think, if I'm not wrong, in terms of the cast letters requirement, students can pay £4,000 to get the cast letters, and the rest of the 50% tuition fees needs to be paid before enrollment. And once you come to the UK, you finish your enrollment, you have the options to pay the rest of the money depending on your circumstances via installment plan. It depends on your personal circumstances. You need to apply for it, and university will give you the decisions whether they have approved it or not. So it is a good chance getting your cast letter for £4,000, £3,000 scholarship. You have options for 1 year placement as well. So I would highly recommend for our students from Bangladesh, from India, from Pakistan, and Moroccan students as well. You don't wait for the don't wait for September sessions. Still, you have chance to come for January sessions as well. As university, as Nicholas mentioned, that it will be a blended learning. If students have the options to come on campus as well, and also attend the classes via online. So, in terms of the COVID situation, what is the deadline? Is there any particular deadline has been set by the university for January session students?
There's no specific deadline really, but obviously we encourage students to get application as soon as possible. I believe the start date is going to be, I think it's the 9th of January, the start date for the postgraduate courses. So obviously, there is some flexibility on that as well, but ideally we'd hope to have the applications in before Christmas. So as long as that's the case, so I would say, early December would be the deadline really.
Okay, so yes, so our prospective students, you can apply as soon as possible and get your offer letters done, pay the tuition fees, apply for the cast letter, and apply for your visa as well. There is no particular deadline set by Liverpool John Moores University. We recommend as soon as possible because the demand of the places are limited for January sessions. As you know, a lot of international students deferred their course from September to January, so the places are limited. So you need to apply as soon as possible to get your offer letters. As you know that times are needed to get the cast letter done and also apply for the visas and due to the COVID situations, the appointment dates around the world are also taking time. So it is highly recommended to our viewers to send your applications as early as possible and get and complete your admission work. And we are we have discussed several options for the January sessions about the courses available, about the entry requirements, IELTS requirements, the scholarship available to prospective students. So I I'm asking our prospective students, if you have any question in hand, any particular question that you want us to discuss, please feel free to WhatsApp us, and please feel free to text, give us a text message via Facebook Messengers. You can also email us as well. And we have started getting some questions for our prospective students, and we will go through one by one after having a few 5 to 10 minutes discussion about some particular issues about the courses and all. So Nicholas, we can, as you mentioned about the upcoming sessions for January 2021, is if any particular students are won't be able to get the visa on time, because we know that some of the university, some of the countries, the visa centers taking long time to get the visa. Is there any particular day they have to, particular date they need to come to the UK, or in January sessions, or any particular things on that?
Yeah, so it's all going to be very flexible. So as long as you've engaged with the university and you've started the enrolment process, so you can enroll remotely for the program in your home country. So as long as you've done that, you can actually come to the UK when you're able to. So once you've gone through the visa process, basically what we ask you to do is there'll be a latest start date, which I imagine will be mid to end of January. As long as you've enrolled by that point, that's fine. Even if you haven't applied for the visa at that stage, that's still okay. But you will start the engagement with the university and online classes as soon as you've enrolled. So you will be able to do that from your home country, and then once you have the visa, however long that takes, you will be able to come to Liverpool. Now, obviously, once you've received your CAS letter, I believe is it 90 days the student has to get to the UK. So as long as you're in that time frame, then that's fine.
Yeah, I think the UKVI extended this 90 days to 6 months, I believe, because of the COVID situation. A lot of students are struggling to get the visa on time, as the appointments are not getting. There's a delays for getting appointments. So that's why UKVI extended this 90 days to 6 months to the prospective students. So it is good to know that university be aware about the current situation, and they've been flexible in terms of the enrollments. So as long as they have started their courses online, they are registered online, they started their classes, so they can attend the university for the January sessions as early as. I think I would suggest our students to take initiative to apply for your visa as early as possible. Get your visas. If you are eligible to apply, if you can come to the UK earlier, the earlier it will be better for you. And for those students who are starting actually for online, is there online? Is the classes physically available to the students, or it is for first couple of months it will be online only?
Yeah, so that will depend on the situation at the time, and the program as well that you're doing. I think that there's going to be a lot of options available to students and ability for every student depending on their circumstances. But I mean, something the university has always had is a personal tutor for every student on every program. So regardless, you're going to have that contact with an academic colleague at any point that you want it. So whether that's online or in person. Obviously, we're still not too sure what's going to happen for January, but I would at this stage probably expect a lot of it to be online. with some certain programs being okay to have a little bit of face-to-face option. Obviously, we hope for September 2021 that there will be a change and things will be as normal as they can be, and back to hopefully what we'd expect it to be.
Okay.
But as I said, every student gets that personal tutor, so you will have that access to an academic colleague online as well, and a lot of the sort of tutorial seminars, they will all be done online, and the lectures as well. But obviously with the engineering programs, we'd hope that you still get the chance to go on campus to use facilities, as is a requirement of the courses and the accreditation of the courses as well.
Okay. So it's good to know that universities are aware about the current situation and they're taking proper steps to help the international students get into the enrollment. Along with that, getting into the giving it the personal tutors, so that the teaching process doesn't hamper, and also the students don't get don't get frustrated about not attending the classes face to face. So it is a good initiative, I believe, for the for Liverpool John Moores University for upcoming January 2021 sessions. As we mentioned earlier, that the courses available for January 2021 session is limited for Liverpool John Moores. The majority of the courses are run by September sessions. Students who are interested to apply for September session, they are also I'm highly recommending them to apply as well. If you don't get any courses that is available for January, you are encouraged to apply for September session courses as well from now on, and get the condition offer letters. And then later on, you can pay your deposits and then apply for the visa once the time arrives around next year, middle of next year time as well. As all the students, you know that from summer 2021, the post-study work visa also available for the international students. So the earlier you will be coming, will be better for you, so that you can finish your course, go for 2 years post-study work visa, and get the valuable work experience. Also, I recommend our prospective students that UK government recently actually smoothened the process for work permit. So students who were finishing the courses, getting the work, getting 2 years post-study work visa, if you want to settle down in the UK, then you have a lot of options available for you. This Liverpool John Moores is one of the reputed university in the UK. So getting a degree from Liverpool John Moores University will give you the options to apply for some of the top ranked companies in the UK. You can get the valuable experience, get work placement to the prospective companies. Along with that, you can use your post-study work visa time to get the experience, and also apply for work permit once you finish your post-study work visa. So getting a degree from a reputed university not only helping you to get the work placement, but also it will give you more options in future in terms of the settling down in the UK as well. We are actually nearly finishing our sessions within a very short time. I would highly recommend our prospective students to start sending in questions. One of the students sent questions that he has a degree for 3 years with a Duolingo of 110. So Nicholas, we are receiving some of the queries regarding 3 years degree from Bangladesh. So I believe this 3 years degree will be they are eligible to apply for with a pre-masters, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I think we may ask for a pre-masters for that. So I mean, actually, something that we do is a joint pre-masters, so you get a joint CAS for that. So you can actually start that. I think it's in May. The program starts for the pre-masters, and then you don't have to leave the UK or apply for another visa. It's a joint CAS, so you can do the pre-masters for 3 months and then go straight onto the masters program starting in September.
Okay.
So that, yeah.
Yeah. So dear students, as we mentioned earlier, that yes, if you have a 3 years bachelor degree from Bangladesh, or if you have a 2 years bachelor degree from, or 3 years bachelor degree from Pakistan, you need to go for a pre-master option, because your 3 years degree or 2 years degree from Pakistan is not equivalent to UK bachelor degree. In order to be eligible for a Liverpool John Moores University master's qualification, you need to have a UK bachelor degree and with a CGPA 2.75 overall. And there is a couple of other questions as well regarding this medium of instruction. So I would recommend the students who are asking about the medium of instruction, please send your documents to us. Let's send the application to the prospective department, and department will decide whether there will be you will be eligible for English exemptions, and based on that, we will go through that. I think another questions we are getting is like whether students from India, they'll be getting English exemptions. So I believe Indian students are getting the English exemptions based on their 12th grade English mark, if I'm not wrong, Nick.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So if you've done well on your grade 12 English, then generally we've been accepting that in the past. I'm not sure whether there's going to be changes just because of the UKVI. They've changed regulations of asking for a CELT as part of any application. So we're still working that out. But I mean, typically, and at the moment, the entry requirement for Indian students is that we can accept the grade 12. So at the moment, yes, we can accept that. It hasn't changed yet. So, I mean, what we've heard and what our entry requirement is currently is that we can accept the grade 12 from Indian students, yeah.
Yeah, so our prospective students from India, particularly Ahmedabad and Visakhapatnam, and we recommend you to submit your application with the Indian 12th grade. Hopefully for January sessions, you will be given English exemptions, as well as I mentioned earlier, you will be getting £3,000 automated scholarship, and this is a very good opportunity for the students getting an automated scholarship of £3,000. So, dear viewers, we are nearly finishing our sessions today. I would like to give you a short briefing as well, like what we discussed earlier. Those students who was not being able to join earlier, I would like to give you a short briefing. Like we discussed about the courses available for January sessions, mostly for LLM and mostly some of the postgraduate courses. We have selective postgraduate courses available for January sessions. Along with that, we have foundational course available for May for the January, and a pre-master's course available for May sessions. For international students, the enrollments will be flexible because university knows that a lot of students are struggling to get the visas done on time. So that's why there will be a blended learning approach for January students. You'll be eligible to, you will be able to get registration online and start your classes. So as soon as you complete your visa, you can, as soon as you apply for your visa, you can start your courses online. And if you get your visa on time, you can come here and join the classes face to face, or even online as well, depending on the quarantine time. At the moment, there's 14 days quarantine time available in the UK for the overseas visitors, overseas students. So the university will see this on time by time basis, because of the COVID numbers are increasing quite a bit for the last couple of weeks. So the university will assess it accordingly and give us the update. So stay with us. We're gonna give you the update about the current situations about Liverpool John Moores. If there are any changes, we'll get back to you on that. We'll discuss about the entry requirements for IELTS and also bachelor and also master's entry requirement 2.75 for 4 years bachelor degree. If you are a student who has 3 years bachelor degree from Bangladesh, Pakistan, or any other country, we'll recommend you to apply for the master's program in May. University also accept Duolingo, and hopefully that university will update us whether they're gonna accept in next September session or not. But at the moment, they are accepting Duolingo courses, and also Indian students, you will be eligible to apply with a 12th grade English grade. You will get English exemptions on that. There is no particular deadline for the applications. but we highly recommend our students to apply as soon as possible, so that you because of the places are limited for January sessions, and get your applications done and finish your visa application as soon as possible. I would like to thank you, Nick, for joining our sessions today, and I'd like to ask Nick to give our prospective students his closing speech. What if you can say something to our prospective students before you signing out?
Sure, yeah. So thank you for joining us today, and if you have any questions, get in touch with Milton, and himself and the team will be very happy to help you. As I say, it's a very tricky situation at the moment, but the university is still here. We're still, operating and offering our programs. So we really hope that we can welcome you to Liverpool, either in January or September. And, as I said before, sort of really, if you're looking for a university that's focusing on the employability and your work experience as part of your tuition, and you're looking for work in the UK, then we're a university that can very much support and help you to achieve what you want to achieve. But yeah, so if you have any questions, do get in touch with Milton, and we're here and we're happy to help you.
Okay, thank you very much, Nick, for joining us today. So that concludes our session today. If any students was not being able to attend it, we recommend you to go to our Facebook page, our YouTube channel. All our live sessions are being telecasted through Facebook page and YouTube channel and Twitter as well. You can also email us. You can also WhatsApp us as well. Our dedicated online team is available to give you answers for any particular questions. And I thank you for Nicholas for joining us today and give his valuable time to our prospective students. And hopefully soon in future we're gonna organize another session. Thank you very much, Nicholas. Thanks. Take care.
Bye.
That is the end of our sessions today. Our next sessions will be tomorrow at 10:30 UK time. University of Ulster will be coming, and till then, I recommend our students, if you have any other questions about Liverpool John Moores University, you can still email us and also WhatsApp us as well. And till tomorrow, stay safe and take care. Bye.